Howdy y'all, it's Airgun Sunday. We got us another loaner from Jose. JTS Airacuda Max in 30 caliber. It's got all the features of the regular other JTS Airacuda Maxes, the adjustable cheek riser, stock, pistol grip, side cocking. That magazine holds 7 rounds. About the only difference in it and the 22s or the 25s is, I want to say this tank is a little bit larger. I don't know for sure, but it does hold 3,500 psi. I think the 22s and 25s are, quote me because I'm not for sure, but I think they're 3,200. It might be just 3,000, but I could be wrong. I mean, I even shot Jose's, but I can't think of what it was. So anyway, he's got a center point 4 to 12 by 44 scope on it. Not a bad scope. Went to the range today. We shot some JSB 50.15 grain pellets and some FX hybrid slugs. They weigh 44.5 grains, and I'll bring you in here and show them to you a little closer up. We were shooting those at 100 yards. We shot both of these at 100 yards, and we did the pellets at 50 yards too. We got chronograph numbers. I'll have to go get those. I forgot to bring my deal out here, but let me bring you in here and you take a little closer look at everything. All right, so it looks just pretty much like all the rest of the Airacudas. And let's take a look at these slugs here, or these pellets. Let me zoom in here a little bit. Here are the FX hybrids. I don't know what makes them hybrid. They're hollow base, hollow point. Don't know much about them. Here's a JSB 50 grains, and here is just for comparison, that's an 8 grain 177. Well, I set it on there perfect a while ago. Now I can't get it to work. There we go. Definitely a little difference there. All right. So let me show you the targets we did today. 50.1 grains. $784. We're shooting really low. It's sighted in at 50. I'm at 100. Held over some. First shot, held over some more on the second shot. Got it level, but it didn't go to the right. care.
825.
Yeah.
$829. $830.
All right, first thing I did was when I set up, it's hard to at a range, you know, it's a public range, but I'm a member of it, you know. I pay a membership fee, so I don't have to pay anymore. But anyway, hard to get a chronograph set up correctly the very first time. You know, I usually borrow their broom and I set it up on my rest up there, so when I go around and just set up the chronograph, I can eyeball it and then look down at the target and kind of stuff. I can't go back over to the bench and look. So anyway, they called the range hot, and I get up there and lay the rifle up there, and it's like, oh, because I was planning on doing 50 yards. I get up there and it's like, I might shoot it. I might shoot it. So the way the range is set up, it's like, okay, well, I'll just shoot the 100 yards. I can do that. That I raised it, was able to raise it up enough to do 100 yards. Anyway, these are 5-round shots, and there's only 4 holes there, but that was 5 shots. So one of these holes has a double hole, and I think it's that one, because it's kind of bigger than the rest of them. I know it's got a bigger tear in it, but I think that's five shots with a pellet. Now, when I started to shoot the slugs, it's like, well, where the heck is it? I shot like 4 or 5, and it's like, well, I see them there. I finally started seeing them hitting on the target or in the dirt on this side of the target. Okay, so anyway, with the pellets, I was aiming right here, 2 mil dots up, because this gun sighted in at 50 yards, and that's where those were hitting. Didn't have to do anything to that. So finally seen where these were hitting, and I was trying to adjust, and actually I see one clipped right here, and then there's one down here. So, and then I shot 5-shot group. Here's the 4. Now this one might be one of the 5, because one of them, these were shooting at like 820 something, I believe it was. Like I said, I'll get the chronograph here in a minute and we'll look it up. But one shot was only 700, and I don't know what happened on that. If the slug was oversized or undersized, maybe, I don't know. But it was at 700, and the rest of the shots all were consistent. Boom, boom, 800 something. So that could have been that one. I don't know. Could have went below the target. But anyway, to me, the pellets outdid these Zane slugs. So, and that's at 100 yards. So I loaded up a magazine for 50 yards, and this magazine, seven rounds, had a full charge of 3,500 psi. That's how much this holds, 3,500. The regulator is set at 2,800, and this is just how Jose gave it to me. I ain't touched nothing on it other than I adjusted the scope so I could see the reticle, because his young eyes versus my old eyes. But anyway, 50 yards, there's 7 shots right there. So one magazine, it went from 3,500 to 3,000. So that gives you 2 more 100 psi before you get to the regulator. So I loaded up another magazine of 7 shots, and my understanding is this 10 shots is about what you're going to get out of a fill on this one, and that came out just about right, because the next 3 shots were consistent to what this was, and then all of a sudden they jumped over to the left, way up here, then 2 down here, and at that point I knew it was off the regulator. So definitely a 10 shot max on these. But yeah, let me go get the numbers for the chronograph. Be right back. Now in the range footage you'll be able to see it as I shot it, but using the pellets, first shot was 784, second shot was 797. Pretty much after that, that regulator kicked in, I guess. 801, 803, or 800. So let's look at the deal here. Let's see what we got. Nope, wrong one. Info. Here we go. Number of shots, 9 shots. Average of all shots 799. Extreme spread of 19. Standard deviation of 6. So definitely right on the money. You probably take that first shot out of there and you're going to get even less. Hell, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's delete that shot just for the hell of it, just to see. Now we got an average of 801, extreme spread of 6 with a standard deviation of 2. So yeah, that first shot was a little off. But all right, let's look at the Zane pellets, or slugs. We had 8 shots. 8 shots, and they averaged 812, extreme spread of 124. And like I said, that one shot was way off. Standard deviation was 40. So let me go back. Yeah, I mean, it's right in the 830 range, a little less, and then that one shot 706 for some reason. So let's go delete that shot just to see what it could have been. So that's going to be 7 shots, 828, extreme spread of 5 with a standard deviation of 2. So something happened on that one shot. Don't know what it was. But awesome gun. Well, you have to invest in one of these myself. I've been wanting something besides been wanting the 25, but I may jump up to the 30. The only problem with the 30s is, you know, 177 pellets, 22 pellets, they're dirt cheap. I mean, 25 starts getting a little expensive. When you jump to the 30s or the 35s, man, yeah, these pellets get expensive. They're not cheap to shoot, but if I jumped up to the 30, I'd be visiting NOE mold and buying me a mold. Is what I would be doing. And me, as usual, I'd be tinkering with this thing. I'd be pushing it. I would definitely be pushing it, you know. You got 10 shots per fill. Why not just go ahead and fix it up to where you get one magazine per fill? You know, bump everything up. Yeah, you lose one magazine, but that's okay. It'd be a thumper. I think it would be a real good thumper. So, anyway, let's thank Jose again for another beautiful gun and an awesome day today. It ain't Sunday technically, it's Thursday when I filmed this, but it was a beautiful day. No wind, beautiful skies. It's only like 72 degrees, so awesome day for shooting. So anyway, thanks again, Jose, and thanks for watching.